Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and welcome to a entirely new show slash podcast slash whatever you want to call it, called 9Cents, and this is gonna be kind of a mini podcast in a way, but I thought it would be really fun to do something like this and not have to feel like I have to spend 5 hours on it, so the basis of the show is pretty simple. I'm going to take a very specific topic in the world of racing, most likely NASCAR, and just give my 9 cents on it. Of course, there's the old phrase, giving your 2 cents on something. Well, I figured put a little spin on it. Napa fan, I like Chase Elliott, he drives a 9 cents. So, it's going to be kind of in-depth. But today's topic is a pretty big one, and I had this idea when it all kind of fell through on Thursday, but you know what? I might be right about it, and feel free to let me know what you think in the comments below. This is a very, very deep and interesting thought that I had, and I'm going to share it with you right now. So last Thursday, NASCAR decided to test the 2019 rules package that they'll be using at intermediate tracks in 2019 with the high downforce, the tapered spacer, and all that jazz. And it didn't go over well for a lot of fans. A lot of people said, oh, there wasn't enough passing, oh, they're only going to be single file, all blah, 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 blah. But something very interesting came out of the mouth of, I think his last name is Probst, and that's all I'm going to say, but he was the vice president in competition, I do believe. That might actually be Steve O'Donnell. But either way, this Probst guy, and he's up there on the NASCAR level, and one of the higher executives, said something on the lines when responding to Kyle Busch's comments about how there is no talent needed to drive the race cars, saying that they should be careful. Now, later on, he did go on and say that this wasn't what he intended to mean by saying, oh, you should watch what you say or we're going to fine you. But instead, it's kind of just silly and, not constructive to go off and just say that anyone can drive these race cars. To a point, Kyle Busch is right. If you're wide open across the whole racetrack, you probably could do pretty good. I mean, the only NR2003 online races I've ever done are on super speedways where you are wide open the entire time because I can't do it anywhere else. That's just how bad I am. So if that's the case, Kyle Busch might have a point. But it did seem to upset the higher executives of NASCAR, and it upset a lot of fans that NASCAR went off and said that, including myself. But I have a theory on why NASCAR said this and why Probst said this, and it's probably because of the fans. Now, most of you probably can figure out that NASCAR fans are very, very reactive to everything, and to say that NASCAR is unaware of these fans is wrong. It's just simply wrong. NASCAR is definitely, exceptionally aware of all these fans in their sport, and to be fair, I don't really think they like them. And part of me believes that this whole rules package, this whole, don't talk down on this kind of thing, is a way to rid these fans from the sport, to make the sport look a little less, or should I say a little more, fan-friendly to just a general human being. Now, this is just a lot of speculation, but NASCAR obviously doesn't make the best decisions in the sport, and they do frustrate quite a few fans, and people don't tend to take to the changes, like the group qualifying, and they're going to be doing group qualifying this year. That's not a good decision. And of course, the playoff format, not many people like that. And there's so many things about the sport that are a lot different than what they used to be, and there's so many fans that fail to give constructive criticism on why they'd like to see it changed, and how they don't like it. All they say is, I don't like it, the sport isn't what it used to be, blah, blah, blah. And to be fair, I think NASCAR is sick and tired of that. So they're trying to get rid of them by saying things like Kyle Busch should watch his mouth. Now, he always should watch his mouth because everyone's going to hate him forever. But still, I think NASCAR is trying to get rid of these fans. I know it seems kind of weird. Like, why would a sport want to get rid of fans? But think of the long term here. NASCAR has a very major perception problem. And a lot of these fans are very vocal and loud, and they're the ones you tend to hear. And if the average Joe Schmo sees one of those fans, going on a profanity-laced rant about how they don't like the rules package, they're probably not going to tune in to watch the sport. If NASCAR's perception's a little bit better, then the casual fan might tune in, enjoy it, and stick around. It's kind of what happened with me. I'm a relatively recent NASCAR fan. Never had any outside perception issue. Of course, back when I got into NASCAR, social media was not near as prevalent as it was in 2012, but still, I saw a race. It was the 2012 Bud Shootout, to be exact, and it got me hooked, and I've been a NASCAR fan ever since. Now, given that was one of the best races in recent NASCAR history, but that's what NASCAR's trying to do. Get one of those great races to occur, and that's partly why they're going with this rules package, is to get something like that 2012 Bud Shootout to catch in a casual fan. However, the perception problem is still there, and they first need the casual fan to watch. And if they don't watch, they don't get hooked, and the ratings continue to fall. Which is why I believe NASCAR is trying to rid themselves of these fans who give NASCAR its perception issue. Now, does that mean they're justified in what they're doing with what they say and the way they try to go about their business? Not at all. But it is just a theory, and it could be a very true one at that. So that's my 9 cents on that issue. Wasn't very constructive, but you know what? I want to hear what you have to say about this down in the comments below. And I don't know when the next episode will be, but NASCAR season's just upon us, and we're going to have a lot to talk about when Speed Weeks rolls around this weekend. So, probably catch another episode of 9 Cents next Monday right here on Napa Fan. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.